Hello everyone, how are you doing? I'm doing great because in this video I'm discussing vampires, specifically vampires in anime, and to be even more specific, different interpretations of Dracula. I'm planning for this to be a series, so I'm going to start with Alucard from Hellsing. I believe he abandons the Dracula name when he is bound to the Hellsing bloodline and takes on the moniker of Alucard, which you may or may not know is Dracula backwards.
Then what are my orders, Master?
He's bound to the Hellsing bloodline and becomes the most powerful weapon in the organization's arsenal, making him a vampire that kills vampires. Rather sadistically, I might add. This is one of the most interesting versions of vampire I've ever seen, with Alucard being one of the most demonic creatures portrayed on the screen. This version and vision could only be brought to life in anime form. Can you imagine a live-action version of this? Would not feel the same at all. Though it would be horrifying, but perhaps not as cool. Because Alucard is undeniably cool. Just look at these sunglasses, very reminiscent of a sunset if you ask me. In fact, the entire cast of this anime must buy their shades from the same place because they are excellent. I'm a shonen girl. I love a 15-year-old boy going on a quest and making friends along the way, only to be the only one who can defeat the villain, but it's his friends who gave him the strength to do it. I love all that sappy shit. But this horror dark comedy gory Nazi revenge show hits spots I didn't even know I had. As an unkillable monster, Alucard will let his opponent rip him to literal pieces just so he can slither himself back together and kill them with horrified expressions on their faces. He delights in murder, especially with other vampires, as he seems to have less respect for them than humans, especially when they kill without reason. When Anderson beheads him in the first episode and he doesn't die, I realized that this is no ordinary immortal. And in the second episode when this happens...
What are you? What in the hell are you? Come on, get up, attack me!
I realized that Alucard isn't just a vampire. He's a demon. Like a monstrous, horrific nightmare with a wide grin and a sarcastic or even poetic one-liner to take to the grave with you. He is also bats and hounds and eyes and an army. I don't want to give too much of the plot away in case you haven't watched this anime or haven't finished it. Most interpretations of Dracula portray him as being very seductive and hypnotic, and, to my surprise, Alucard possesses both of these qualities. I mean, he's definitely a monster. He's monstrous. But he's also really hot. And I dig the red outfit and the hat. I would love to cosplay Alucard, though I might be a bit too small to really pull it off. I would wear this coat on the regular and embody my inner immortal as I walk down the street. He can change his appearance at will, with the constant fluctuations of the length of his hair. Just for the record, I am a fan of the short on the sides and long at the top, and his teeth that are sometimes sharp like a shark's, or more of the traditional vampire shape with the long canines. Also, the shape of his body can change quite dramatically, but it's mostly his hair. Towards the end of the series, we see what I suppose we'd call a true version of Alucard. What he looked like as a human before he died. When he went by Vlad, he was a pretty sexy guy, as we can all see by Ceres's reaction to him. Every now and then, you come across a man so strikingly handsome, a girl has no choice but to flee. And our young vampire had one of those moments, for sure. Speaking of Ceres, I believe Alucard has genuine affection for her, and he turns her into a vampire because he admired her and believed she deserved immortality. I think he cares for Integra as well, though they have a clear "I'm your master, Alucard" relationship. He seems to enjoy being at her whim in carrying out her orders and her will.
Then what are my orders, Master? Shall I destroy them? Wipe them from the earth? Grind them to dust? Just give the word, my master. Sir Integra Hellsing.
And he definitely makes sure he enjoys himself as well, like when he killed Rip Van Winkle on the aircraft carrier and then licked her blood off the floor. He did not need to be so brutal or take such pleasure in causing pain, but there you go. I think he loves to fight and loves to find an opponent that can actually challenge him. And so those victories are particularly sweet, and so he is sure to relish them. Unlike the Dracula of Castlevania, this version has a certain appreciation and reverence for humankind and the strength of beauty and aging. As he says to the Queen, in a rather surprising exchange,
I still see the same spirited young woman I met 50 years ago, Your Majesty. In fact, to my eyes, time has made you even more beautiful, Your Highness.
And to Integra when she gets older.
The young woman you knew is gone. I'm ancient.
And I'm not.
And because of his feelings towards humankind, he is disappointed in Anderson when he decides to sacrifice his humanity for strength, something which Alucard advises is a bad deal.
Anderson! Stop it!
And he should know, after all, that's what he did. All in all, I love Hellsing and I love Alucard. And if you haven't watched Hellsing Ultimate, I really encourage you to do so. Special shout out to Pip the Mercenary with a heart of gold, a sexy accent, and a nice face. I'm gonna end this video here. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.